The negative grapevine intruder has been back on this day, October the 8th of 2023. My son was here. My son's, now they went to play basketball, but 1812. It got one of them little negative grapevines plus the tech zapper. Please stop. I have a right to know why you're in my business, and I hope someone stops you, especially if it's the government worker that made threats to ruin lives for a server that told her secrets. So serve on that, because I'll still pray for your ass, but I ain't taking your shit. Okay? Is it not okay that you made me not okay? I was managing my anxiety all the time on my own, mostly with yoga, and sometimes a very mild, not even high-class schedule of medicine. That's all I had to do back then. And I'm still not taking anything like that now. But that's why I'm so stressed. It's because of you. You're supposed to save people. Whoever that won't acknowledge, a few people have. Guess what? My first ex-husband told some of his truth. They lock him away where I can't talk to him both times. I don't want him punished for what he did wrong. I want him rewarded for what he did to tell me the truth, because he didn't have to do that. But it's not the whole story, and he knew that too. I said it was going on 30 years ago, and if what they have on record is something that has a blame on me with driving a tempo, same kind of car as Gina Jones, only mine had one tail fin. Whoever that boy was that kissed me in her backseat, if it was my neighbor, he's probably only 14 years old. That's kind of creepy. I wouldn't have had sex with him the first night, even if he'd been 18 years old. But Gina admits that whoever they were, she don't know for sure. But that's probably when Delbert caught them in that orgy. So he said, allegedly. I'm putting things together. Let me just tell you, if there was some battery underage and some other hit and run, if that happens to be my neighbor and it happens to be when his little brother got hit, no one ever even asked me. Ever. I started having more recall of that, even though no one was asking me about it, because probably he reminded me of him if it wasn't the same guy. So I started thinking, I think I heard something bad. Gina had a wreck. And she said her wreck. When Gina finally rolled up in jail in May 2018, I've been sitting there all that time. All those girls heard me bitch and talk about this story and where is my missing necklace from 30 years ago, because I knew it had to factor in. Yeah. Tammy Poole came back to the shower and said, you'll never guess who's up front. I said, who? She said, Gina Jones. I said, nuh-uh. And when I called Davey up there on the payphone, I said, Gina Jones is up there. And he said, you are going to eat it tonight. It was an inside joke. We never did anything like that, especially not in jail. But I was like, I love her, but I can't trust her. That's why I distanced myself from her. It was kind of like a sibling rivalry is what we always had. So I hope she's not the bad guy in here. I wouldn't have been reaching out to her and trying to talk to her. But that's why I got arrested from Davey on some trumped up stuff. The final time I tried to get a hold of her on December 3rd, 2017. And ask her, point blank ask her, anybody that's not been afraid to be around me, and I'm sure she wouldn't. She gave me her number afterward and stuff, and even wrote me once. I've talked to her a few times in text and on the phone since I've been out, but not much, and I guess I don't blame her if she's innocent of anything except for the whatever party he broke up. If someone else had a wreck in our name, somebody needs to tell me. I can't believe my own lawyer wouldn't check, because I'm sure they probably, it sounds like the hints I'm getting is that I was obligated to not drink, and I was not. I got arrested for stuff that people said were not even the right thing. That's what they've been doing. So if they can change the documents now, that's probably what they were doing back then, because it was a lot easier to get away with stuff. People just use their own little copy machine at work and change stuff. Not me, others. I'm a sweet, innocent little angel. Not always, but I try to be. It's hard enough for me to fit in this world anyway, without you making it worse. And I've told you, if you tell me the truth, I won't even ask them to punish you either. I'll tell them to send your ass away to get the help you need in some swanky resort by Dr. Phil or whatever you need. But quit hurting my family, especially. Thank you for being not as bad as you were. Somebody else must have your butt in check.